All right, so the debate debacle, worst in history. And then you've got the White House saying, listen, it was a bad night. Let's send him out and, let him talk to people. Let him go up on stage. That didn't work out either.
No.
He was introduced by his vice president on Independence Day. And the first 3 words out of his mouth was ho, ho, ho. Did you see that?
No.
Yes. He said, ho, 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 happy Independence Day. And you're just like, you've got to be kidding me. And I heard it with my own ears. And I was talking about it with my friend. I got all these texts. You see, Biden said, ho, ho, ho. And it's like, some people think right now, I'm joking. And I'm not joking.
No, we're at the point now where every move,
right,
utterance, look in his eye is going to be dissected, is going to be looked. We're going to run it in slow-mo. And that's the reality of what they're dealing with. And it strikes me that the Biden campaign and the White House have their head in the sand. They're just, this isn't happening. It's happening. And it's happening right now. And it's happening everywhere with normal people.
Ho, ho, ho. Happy Independence Day. And that wasn't even the worst thing he said over the weekend. He called himself an African-American woman.
Who of us haven't?
Come on. I'm not making this up. I know it sounds ridiculous. That's what he said. Okay. So how long have they been lying to us? Because, I think, the big story is Biden is dazed and confused, and he's not well. Cognitively, he's done. It's pretty obvious. But how long has it been like this? Because I've seen it over the last year. And there's something to be said for misspeaking. There's something to be said for stumbling over words. Then there's something to be said for you can't even have a conversation with people. You're not even finishing your sentences because you're getting lost. They've lied to us for over a year. They've been telling us, the White House, he's great behind closed doors. He's sharp.
What's the option?
The option?
Yeah. I'm playing this out.
Okay.
6 months ago.
Get out.
White House press conference. You know what? He just can't do it anymore. He's really tired. He falls down all the time, and he doesn't know where he is. How's that press conference go? They're never going to say that. Ever.
Okay, but if they did say that.
Ronald Reagan was like that. They didn't say that.
Ronald Reagan wasn't running for re-election.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But my point is, you keep thinking that they're going to self-admit this. They will not. They are going to they're in denial and will be in denial to the last day.
So you think he's going to stay in the race? Because I don't. I never thought he'd be in the race.
I wonder if, so what's the tipping point?
Okay. So
what
can I answer your question about the 6 months?
Oh, okay.
What if 6 months ago they came out and they said, listen, he's done. The guy's he's tapped out, man.
He's the president of the United States. He gets to say that. He's the president of the United States.
But they knew this 6 months ago.
You keep saying they.
The White House,
the
his
other
handlers.
people that are running it. They can't.
Well,
he's the elected president.
I think that they could have moved this thing forward by getting people in front of him that he trusts. And,
I don't disagree.
And then you get the Clintons in front of him. You get the Obamas in front of him and say, listen, Joe.
I don't think he listens to
it's
them.
over. It's over. How about Jill? Get in front of him. Listen, honey, it's over.
But what if she's telling him no? That's what I don't understand.
Well, then they've lied to us for a year.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse. It has been worse. He said the other day he was doing the goodest job he could. I mean, it's just the wheels have fallen off.
They changed that. Yes, I don't think he said goodest. I don't think he said goodest.
Well, what do you think he said?
I think he stumbled. He was saying as good as.
Oh boy.
And if you stay in and Trump is elected,
listen closely.
And everything you're warning about comes to pass, how will you feel in January?
I feel as long as I gave it my all and I did the goodest job as I know I can do.
Yeah, the goodest job that I know I can do. All right. Does it really matter?
No, well, I'm just saying.
Okay.
But that's where we're at. We're going to argue, did he have the ist at the end of the word and say goodest?
Right.
Yeah,
if they
that's
had
the reality.
If they wanted to win and they wanted to keep the White House, they knew that Joe Biden was going to go into this debate and crap the bed.
Well, you keep saying they. So the Democrats.
The Democrats.
But the Democrats
His White House.
The Democrats can't tell the president to leave.
Okay. But shouldn't they have known that he was going to do a terrible debate?
You would think.
Shouldn't they have known, hey, you know what's a good idea? Let's put him out there more after the debate. Let's put him on Stephanopoulos. Let's let him go out and talk. He's calling himself a black person. He's ho-ho-hoing Independence Day.
I just don't think that it's going to get better. And
not.
I think they, for whatever reason.
That's why they should have pulled the plug on his candidacy.
Primary voters voted for him. He has the delegates. Like, I'm just talking about the process, the way it works.
No.
He's the president. He's the president until he says,
until
I'm not
he's
the president.
fired by American
Either
voters.
he loses an election,
which is absolutely going to happen now.
or he resigns from office.
Yeah. Somebody needed to get near him 6 months ago and say, put your ego aside. Are you, you've always said, hey, I'm American before I'm a Democrat and all this. No, he's not. He's just as egotistical as any president we've had. He wants to keep the power. I'm sure deep down he knows he can't do it anymore, but he still thinks he can win.
That. Again, you say that. I don't know if
my
he's
guess
even
is he can't. He
aware
knows
enough
he can't
that
do
he
it.
can do that.
Well, you
anybody,
know what?
I said this before. Anybody that has an aging parent has seen what this looks like.
Correct.
There's nothing, oh my God, about this. Yes, this is what happens when people get older.
But he's the president.
I don't disagree.
Okay. And no one in the last year, even though the people, the handlers, it's the people closest to him, his
Gaydos,
administration,
3
they all
years
just
ago,
said
he
it.
was old and people voted for
He
him.
wasn't like this, though.
I'm just saying.
He wasn't even close to
but
this.
they didn't vote for Biden. They voted against Trump.
Right. And now they're going to vote against Biden.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. And he's not going to win. If he stays if he stays in the race, he's going to lose. This is a done deal. Because Trump's almost at 50%. We're going to put a felon in the White House because the guy who's currently there
You're going to put a fascist
is
in the White House.
is in cognitive decline.
Yeah.
And it's going faster and faster every day.
Yeah.
And if they don't pull the plug on his reelection campaign, we're going to put Trump back in. And some people will be thrilled.
Yeah. Fascists.
Well, I mean, listen, at least Trump could finish a sentence. Not a very good sentence, and most of it's a lie.
Hitler was an awesome speaker.
All right. That's just not fair.
Yeah, Mussolini.
All
was
right.
Really good. You
Okay.
didn't see his public speeches?
Terrible.
People were enthralled.
How dare you?
Loved hearing
Jeez.
every word. Yeah, it's all about public speaking.
Coming up next. It's not about public speaking. It's about not being able to string 2 to 3 words together and finish a thought. And if you can't do that...
Not a requirement to be president, apparently.
Well, you could be a felon to be president, too, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pick your poison.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.